Buster Posey opting out of the season, the six-time All-Star, of course, former MVP catcher for the Giants. And there's some family issues here. He just adopted twins that were premature at birth, so that's the big concern for he and his family. Already has twins at home, but Posey will not play. And Ken Rosenthal, I believe he's now the 10th player to opt out, and there have been a couple big names, Ryan Zimmerman, David Price, the notables. This is a really big name, right? And I'm just curious, the ripple effect now throughout the league with Posey now maybe the biggest name opting out of the season.
Kevin, I don't know that there will be a huge ripple effect from this particular opt-out because Buster Posey's situation, as you just described, is so unusual. In the process of adopting identical twin girls, they're been in neonatal intensive care, so he has a real reason to have concern about playing in the pandemic and also just wanting to be closer to his family. So I don't know that this particular opt-out will trigger a series of other players questioning themselves and having second thoughts. But as we go forward, if we see someone who is really prominent, not that Buster Posey isn't, but I'm talking about someone at the Trout, Harper, Machado level, just to name 3 stars. I know I'm excluding a bunch, but someone really big says, you know what, I'm not doing this. Well, we know that there is peer pressure in baseball like in any other walk of society. And yes, other players might be influenced. We saw Nick Markakis. Freddie Freeman's illness, his bout with COVID-19, had an impact on Markakis. There were other reasons, too, why Markakis opted out, but he ultimately decided this isn't for me. So what we've seen so far, Kevin, mostly veterans who are guys with financial security. They've been the ones opting out. Mm-hmm. I would not be surprised to see more, and I would not be surprised to see some even during the season.
Your point that you wrote about on The Athletic was fascinating in the terms of, wondering if you talk about guys that are financially secure. It's obviously easy to do when you are secure as opposed to up and coming guys looking to make what they can. But in your article, you mentioned like a Chris Davis or guys that make a ton of money. If their team is out of it 30 games in, do they still want to play or do they bail? That to me was a fascinating discussion and something I guess we'll have to see as it goes.
We will. And I thought actually Buster Posey might fall into that category because the Giants were not expected to be contenders. Of course, he has his own reason. Now, as we go forward, you're right, Kevin. If you're on a team that is kind of out of it, and if you're a player who has made some money and you're experiencing all this, the health and safety protocols, wearing a mask, practicing social distancing, all of the different things that you have to do to just get on the field and all the things you have to do off of the field to be respectful of your teammates, it can be wearing on you if all you're doing is losing and the season is not going anywhere. So that is what I mean by guys opting out during the season. We could see a number of extenuating circumstances, and it all just needs to really play out.
Alex, I want to start with you with Buster Posey. I'm just curious for you as a player in this position, if you were playing today, the thought process, how it would affect you. And also, if this was your teammate, right? I mean, there's a lot at play here with these guys and their personal lives at stake. How would it affect you?
Yeah, I commend Buster. Look, family first, health first. That's a no-brainer, especially 2 new kids into the fold. I think you have to be very sensitive. As a teammate, I would be 100% supportive. I guess the question that I would have, and Frank, maybe I kick it to you, is if there goes enough time and then someone like Buster feels like he's good to go and his team is in the World Series, can they opt back in? I mean, that's just a thought.
For me, he's financially secure. He's won 3 championships. He's got a lot at stake with newborn twins. I respect his decision. He's on a team that, honestly, in 60 games, will they be in the playoffs this year? I don't think so. The Giants are on the rebuild. I think Farhan is going to do an incredible job of fixing the holes they have, but this is not the year of the Giants. He's doing the right thing for his family, I believe.
For the best access, perspective, and personalities in all of sports, follow us at Fox Sports on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.